went to Harvard, graduated with the business school, and did my first startup when the internet was just exploding. So it was a wonderful time to be an entrepreneur. Had some failures, had some successes, went ahead and started an accelerator called The Battery, co-founded that with a bunch of partners, ran it as a managing partner. The Battery is still there. It's out of Berkeley. Did a bunch of other things, Tech Futures Group, became a advisor to startups, did that for about 7 years. And while in the meantime doing other things, I have a family, I've got 2 girls that are now fully grown up. So it's been a wonderful experience being a founder, being an investor for a while. I became a tech investor, dabbled in as an accelerator, got into real estate construction. So I've done a bunch of things and then started a nonprofit, Free Meals, Wishing Well. But what was exciting is that when AI began to sort of take hold in the minds of the media, right? When the media began talking much more aggressively about how it was going to take over humanity. And of course, there's always 2 sides to the perspective, right? Positive and negative. I started to get a little more interested because I was retired, I was done. And the more I spent time hands-on playing with it, reading the different research around it, truly trying to understand what is this new AI being? Because I've been there at the start of, Mosaic and internet and AOL. So I was seeing that this is very similar to where we were when I first got involved with the internet startups. AI is at that same space, but the pace of acceleration is at a different level. And the challenge this time around is that because the pace is so fast and it's like a global wildfire, we don't have much time to not just create guardrails. I love what you said, what about oversight? What about policies? What about guardrails? All of that stuff is great. But really, the future of mankind depends in the hands of mankind and really depends on the consciousness of the people that are interacting with AI. And so the part of the co-founding of WAFO, the World AI Forum, was very simple. We need to make sure that we are bringing up the consciousness of those that are going to be creating this new world that is AI-centric in some sense, because it touches every industry. And it's going to redesign every industry. It's going to redesign what humanity means, what it means to be a human in future. Whether that's in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, it doesn't matter. We know we're on that path. So the mission of WAFO is very simple. It is, how do we ensure that this beautiful new artificial intelligence world that is being designed is done with a very specific mission that it serves humanity. It cannot be done for profit because that will destroy humanity. Because we will get into some kind of crazy competition, we'll end up destroying each other. We have to do it with a mission of serving humanity, letting humanity thrive, and really creating heaven on earth through AI. So that's our mission, and I'll hand off to Meg.
All right.
Thank you.
That was amazing. Thank you, Rina, for the amazing introduction about WAFO. And thank you for having us, Gautam, the co-founders here with Mamta. So exactly to what Rina said about the mission, but I'll give you an introduction first. So I bring across experience in startup, enterprise, and entrepreneurship with 15 years of building and scaling high-bar hiring systems. So early in my career, I led recruiting and managed HR for a startup, helped it scale, develop the talent systems, and that got acquired by NASDAQ. Then I spent over a decade at Google designing hiring architectures. As a global staffing lead, I supported Sundar Pichai's directs, and we did interview frameworks. We created decision systems for engineering and product orgs, and we trained VPs and managers based on bias-free decision-making. The difference is now we'll just do it on machines, but that's what we did. It was more inclusive in valuation. So while at Google, I firsthand saw how AI can empower and how it can harm, right? During the well-known, most of you might know, during the well-known photos incident where a Black man was identified as was misclassified, for lack of better words. That moment reshaped like how the entire industry thought about responsibility in AI-driven systems, right? Everything came to a standstill. We redid the hiring. We understood who should be on the governance table at that point in time, who should be the decision makers, and get those people in. So after Google, I founded HireEye. So I was there for over a decade. Now I help companies build AI-ready hiring infrastructure, which are bias-safe and evaluate LLMs. I also work on human-centric workforce, which is AI-driven for outplacement services. So that's what HireEye currently does. Rina touched upon, and I think you shared that too. So why Wayful, right? It's the intersectionality of people, systems, and AI. And I think that's where I sit best. I wanted to be more bias free. I wanted that it should have a governance, it should have guardrails, because it's going to impact our future of our kids, like as a humanity. So that's really
Mhm.
important for me personally, to my personal mission as well. So which is how we all three came together and started Wayful.